I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, we've got a set of solutions that really just look like more of the same. We've got a system that really hasn't even spent not even a third of the 60 billion that has been allocated to help fix the system as a result of the pandemic. And one of our major solutions is targeted tutoring that should have started in March 2020, not March 2023. So none of this inspires confidence that the way we're doing things is going to help. In parallel to that, what does give me hope is the confluence of a number of parallel trends that are the basis for renewal and reform. Clearly, these involve students' own expressed desires for greater engagement in relevant learning. Kids are learning all the time, and they're learning more than they ever were before. They're just not learning it in school. We see advances in personalization and scale that's afforded by technology. That's a huge advantage. And again, as Kathy has reminded us, the scientific progress in understanding learning. All of these are expressed in lots of different spaces in the field right now.
So a team of visionary people like all of you on the screen today, from our community, from our administration, our teaching staff, our students, families, cultural, philanthropic organizations, came together to consider a really bold idea. What might happen if we created a system that was built on students' potential, strengths, and interests? And what could that look like? So we put assumptions aside and began a design thinking journey. We listened with empathy to find patterns in what our community was saying about their own hopes and dreams and what brought them joy. And what we discovered was that those broad transferable skills that are supported by research in the learning sciences, what we call the 6 C's, and you'll read about them throughout the whole book, that described the joyful, strengths-based system that we were looking for.
And most importantly, in our soul, we get to give the crowded streets back to the people who live and work here. What Rouge was to Ford in the industrial age, Corktown will be for Ford in the information age. A revolution in the artificial intelligence and big data that's going to be even more disruptive than that industrial age was. The station has good bones. It's in the kind of neighborhood that we know attracts and retains highly skilled and innovative dreamers, makers, creators, entrepreneurs. I've always believed in the importance of a concept called design thinking. It's about open collaboration. And what you see with a property like this, you can create random, serendipitous interactions.
And so I try to figure out how these pieces fit together, and people think I'm not paying attention and I'm doodling. And what I'm trying to do is sort of take all of the different points of view or ideas and see if there isn't enough coherence in them to reduce them to a single piece of paper. You can do that by writing words down, or you can do it by trying to sort of create images or symbols that relate to one another and that convey in a less concrete way some of the ideas you're trying to grapple with. What I'm trying to do is stitch these threads together and construct out of the threads something that looks more like a whole, a tapestry. The drawing is just a point of departure for a more thorough and intelligent and complete conversation. For me, it's a way to take the complex and reduce it to the simple.